All right, two really easy driver setup tips that I see quite a lot, especially when we're out there doing playing lessons. People set up differently than they do when they're on the driving range, or they're setting up incorrectly even on the driving range. Doesn't really matter. But two things that we're really going to look for is, number one, we don't want to lengthen or widen our stance that is so significantly wider than our normal stance that we can't turn. All right, if you want to widen your stance a little bit, have at it. But this driver stance here that I see guys in all the time, it's just too much, right? Let's take your normal stance, whatever that is, give that a try. All right. So right here, all we're doing by doing this is we're lowering our center of gravity and we're limiting our ability to turn. I don't know that either one is good for a driver. All right. And then the second thing is really easy is I see a lot of people tilting too much this way, right? Once I tilt this way, it throws off the whole swing path. So we're not even going to really do that. I understand what the intention is, right? We want to hit up on the ball, but you're actually going to hit up on the ball anyway by the sheer position of the ball in your stance being forward. So we don't need to do this adverse move. If you want to know how much you should tilt, right, do take the club here and just get your hands parallel, or excuse me, the club parallel to the ground, and then just take your hips and just shift them a little bit to your left, your lead hip forward, and then down. And now all of a sudden, you're in a really good position to hit this golf ball, all right? One last thing. For those of you that keep moving the ball forward so you can hit the ball up, you're actually doing just the opposite, right? The more you move this ball forward, the more you bring your right shoulder into the mix, the more you introduce more of an over-the-top swing, the more you introduce a downward angle of attack on the golf ball. Get this off of your left heel and even a little bit more back in your stance than what you've probably been doing, and watch that level of attack go up and watch the ball start skyrocketing. All right? Do these three things. I said two, but now there's three. Do these three things, and I guarantee you'll get the swing in the game that you've always imagined. Give it a shot.